Welcome to the Deep Dive. We cut through the noise, get you informed.
Glad to be here.
Today, we're plunging into South Africa's transport sector. It's dynamic, often challenging. We're focusing specifically on vehicle safety and efficiency.
That's right.
It's quite a deep dive into how tech is, well, really leading the charge there.
Absolutely. And it needs to, because road accidents, vehicle theft, they're unfortunately pervasive concerns in South Africa.
Really prevalent.
Yeah, this isn't just about numbers on a page. It hits livelihoods every single day, which really underscores, the urgent need for effective solutions.
Definitely. So for this deep dive, we've gathered quite a stack of sources for you. We're looking at articles, research from industry players like Officio, CarTrack.
Good names.
Yeah, and insights from analysts, Berg Insight, Fraudcom. We've even got government policy documents in the mix.
Gives us the full scope.
Exactly. So our mission today, to really unpack how these advanced fleet management systems and the Internet of Things, IoT, are transforming safety, transforming operations in this very unique South African environment.
Okay.
Let's get into it. Right, so maybe starting with the basics for anyone less familiar, how would you define fleet management simply?
Well, at its core, fleet management is just overseeing a company's vehicles and everything they do.
Okay.
So that includes tracking where they are, scheduling maintenance, driver management, figuring out the best routes, that kind of thing.
And the advanced part, what makes those systems different?
Yes, the advanced bit. That's where it gets really interesting. It's about using technology to get real-time data, real-time analytics. This lets companies make much smarter, informed decisions.
Decisions that impact what?
Well, significantly enhance both safety protocols and overall operational efficiency. It's honestly a game changer for any business relying on transport.
That real-time data element.
Yeah.
It sounds incredibly powerful.
It is.
So what are the sort of core functions that make these advanced systems really stand out? Where do we start?
Okay, number one has to be real-time vehicle tracking. This is the foundation.
GPS-based, usually.
Exactly. GPS tech lets managers see vehicle locations constantly. Accurate, up-to-the-minute info right there.
And beyond just knowing the location, what are the really crucial safety benefits of that?
Well, the safety advantages are paramount. Firstly, theft prevention.
Big issue there, right?
Huge. So real-time tracking means quick recovery if a vehicle is stolen. But it also lets managers respond instantly to emergencies.
Like a breakdown or an accident?
Precisely, ensuring the safety of the driver, the cargo, everything.
Okay, so tracking location is key. But these systems go deeper, don't they? Looking at how the vehicle's being driven, driver behavior.
Absolutely, that's another major feature. These systems track things like speed, harsh braking, sudden acceleration.
The risky stuff.
Exactly. And by analyzing that data, fleet managers can spot risky driving patterns.
And then do what?
Take corrective action. Maybe implement specific training programs.
Targeted training.
Right. It not only cuts down the chances of accidents, but it also helps the vehicles last longer, less wear and tear.
That's a significant return on investment, I bet.
Definitely.
But does that close monitoring ever cause friction? With drivers, perhaps?
That's a fair point. It can, but successful implementation really hinges on communication.
How so?
Framing it as a tool for improvement, for safety, not just spying.
Right.
The best results come when it's about coaching, empowering drivers. It leads to a more positive shift in driving habits, actually.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got tracking, driver behavior. What about the vehicles themselves? Keeping them running smoothly?
That's where maintenance scheduling comes in, and it's revolutionized by these systems.
Automation.
Pretty much. Advanced systems can automate scheduling based on mileage or engine hours, other factors.
So it's proactive, not just waiting for something to break.
Exactly. Proactive. It ensures vehicles get serviced on time, which slashes the risk of breakdowns or accidents from mechanical failure.
And avoids those big, unexpected repair bills, I guess.
Which is huge for the bottom line. Absolutely.
Okay, so tracking, driver monitoring, maintenance. It feels like you have all this data.
Yeah.
How does that translate into getting from A to B smarter? Route optimization.
That's the next piece of the puzzle. Route optimization. These systems analyze real-time traffic, road conditions, all sorts of factors.
To find the best path.
The most optimal route. And that has a double benefit.
Which is?
Saves time, saves fuel, big cost savings there. But it also reduces accident risk by keeping drivers away from potential hazards.
Safer routes, less exposure.
Right. And as a bonus, timely deliveries mean happier customers.
Okay, this paints a picture of powerful tools. Now let's zoom in on South Africa specifically. You mentioned the unique challenges there. Let's unpack those.
It is a uniquely challenging environment for transport operators. A major one is the high crime rate.
We hear about this quite a bit.
Yeah, and the stats are stark. South African fleets face something like 20 to 25 hijackings of trucks and delivery vans every single day.
20 to 25 daily. That's staggering.
It really is.
Yeah.
Highlights this constant, persistent threat that drivers and companies are dealing with.
Wow. It really underscores the danger involved.
Yeah.
So how do these fleet management systems specifically help mitigate that threat?
They offer several layers of defense, really. Real-time GPS is obviously crucial for quick recovery if a hijacking happens.
Finding the vehicle fast.
Yes, but also route planning features can help identify safer paths, avoiding known hotspots. Then there's remote vehicle immobilization.
Stopping the engine remotely.
Exactly, and panic button alerts for the driver to signal an emergency instantly. It's become so critical that even government vehicles there are mandated to have trackers.
Really? For monitoring usage?
Usage, speed, driver behavior. It underlines just how serious the theft and safety issue is across the board. I actually heard a story once. A fleet manager told me their system, that immobilization feature, it literally stopped a hijacking while it was happening, saved the cargo, maybe even saved the driver's life.
Wow.
Those are the kinds of real impacts these systems can have.
That's incredibly powerful. Okay, beyond crime, what about other hurdles? Road conditions? Maintenance?
Absolutely. Poorly maintained roads, potholes, sometimes inadequate signage. These directly cause vehicle damage, they contribute to accidents, and they just drive up operating costs.
So how do the systems help there?
Well, the maintenance scheduling we talked about helps streamline servicing, but some systems also incorporate things like real-time tire pressure monitoring.
To prevent blowouts.
Exactly. Preventing blowouts, minimizing unexpected downtime, boosting safety. It's all about being proactive rather than just reacting to problems.
And the human factor. Driver training. You mentioned it earlier, but is it sometimes overlooked in South Africa?
It can be. Companies sometimes hesitate to invest heavily in training, maybe worried about staff turnover.
Despite the clear benefit?
Despite the proven benefits for reducing accidents and boosting efficiency, yeah. But that's where the tech steps in again.
How?
Features like driver behavior analysis, the coaching tools, they give managers precise, data-driven insights.
Takes the guesswork out.
Exactly. It empowers them to really improve driving practices, target the training effectively, and ultimately enhance road safety overall.
And connecting this all to the bigger picture, the economy.
Yeah.
There are some pretty significant national challenges, aren't there? Like the shift from rail to road.
Oh, definitely. South Africa had this expansive rail network, but it's seen a gradual erosion.
Right.
Which means a huge amount of cargo has shifted onto roads that are already congested.
And the cost of that.
I read one estimate. It cost the country something like US $54.6 million. That's about R1 billion per day in lost economic output.
R1 billion a day. That's enormous.
It is. And tied into that, you have issues with port efficiency.
Backlogs.
Severe backlogs. Ports like Cape Town, Durban, Port Elizabeth. They've been ranked among the world's worst performers by the World Bank.
Ouch.
So you put all that together, the crime, the roads, the congestion, the port issues.
Yeah.
In that kind of demanding environment, advanced fleet management, it stops being just nice to have. It becomes absolutely critical for businesses just to stay efficient and secure.
Right. It sounds essential. So with all these challenges pushing for better solutions, what does this mean for the future? Where does technology like the Internet of Things fit in?
Well, IoT is really revolutionizing the industry. It's taking things to the next level.
Okay, maybe a quick refresher for everyone listening. What exactly is IoT?
Sure. IoT, the Internet of Things, it's basically connecting everyday objects, things, to the Internet.
Oh.
Through embedded sensors, processors, network connections. This lets them talk to each other, share data, creating this huge network of intelligence.
A network of connected things. And how does that specifically change fleet management? What can you do now that you couldn't before?
Well, think about the tech involved. Advanced computing power, wireless tech, cloud storage. It means fleet managers can get and process real-time data or stored data much faster, leading to quicker, more accurate decisions.
Okay.
Then you add in accessible AI, artificial intelligence, and machine learning.
How do they help?
They allow for continuous monitoring of all that fleet data. They can provide real-time feedback, alerts for potential problems like predicting maintenance needs before something fails, driving really informed decisions.
Wow, predictive maintenance.
Exactly. And fundamentally, it's about the sheer volume and depth of data you can collect through all these IoT sensors and telematics.
Data means.
More valuable insights for optimizing performance, for strategic planning. It really is data-driven power.
It feels like a very natural fit for this industry.
Yeah.
How developed is this market in South Africa? Are companies adopting these IoT solutions?
South Africa actually has a fairly mature telematics market already. The usage rate is projected to hit something like 68% by 2026, which is impressive.
68%, that's high.
It is, but it's important to note a big chunk of the current systems are still fairly basic tracking.
It's just location.
Mostly, yeah. So there's still substantial room for growth in the more advanced, comprehensive solutions that really harness IoT properly.
So moving beyond basic dots on a map.
Exactly. It's not just about more vehicles being tracked, it's about the depth of insight those systems can provide.
Right. Okay, so it's a mature market, but with room to grow into more advanced tech. And it sounds competitive. Who are the main players?
It is competitive, and interestingly, it's dominated by a few key domestic players.
Oh, local companies.
Primarily, yes. The top 5 are identified as CarTrack, Tracker, Mixed by Powerfleet, C-Track, and Netstar.
And they dominate.
Collectively, they account for about 70% of all the fleet management systems being used there.
70% among 5 companies. That's concentrated.
It is. And CarTrack in particular stands out. They have well over 500,000 active units just in South Africa.
500,000?
Yeah, and globally, more than 1.75 million subscribers. They're a really dominant force in the market.
Okay, so CarTrack is a leader. What kind of advanced IoT-driven things are they doing that go beyond that basic tracking?
Well, they're really pushing the boundaries. Things like AI-powered cameras in the cab.
Cameras.
For what? Offering live streaming, but also audible alerts for the driver, detecting distracted driving, fatigue, even yawning. The goal is collision prevention.
Proactive safety alerts based on AI vision. That's clever.
Very. They also use specialized sensors, things like driver ID tags, CAN bus, and OBD gateways.
Hold on, CAN bus and OBD, what are those?
Ah, right. Think of them as ways to plug directly into the vehicle's own internal computer systems.
Okay.
The CAN bus is the vehicle's internal network. The OBD port is the diagnostic port mechanics use. These gateways let the fleet system listen to the vehicle directly.
So you get data straight from the source, like engine health.
Exactly. Real-time vehicle diagnostics, engine health, brake pad wear, oil levels, lights, all sorts of things. They even use seat pressure sensors for, additional insights.
That is incredibly detailed monitoring.
Yeah.
What about protecting the cargo? Especially sensitive stuff like refrigerated goods.
Yep, they cover that too. Temperature sensors are crucial for safeguarding refrigerated cargo, ensuring compliance for cold chain logistics.
Vital for food or pharmaceuticals.
Absolutely. And given the concerns about fuel costs and theft, they have cutting-edge fuel monitoring solutions. These capture really precise consumption data.
To spot wastage or theft.
Both. It helps identify wastage, but also combats fuel fraud or theft by matching fuel receipts with the vehicle's actual location and status when the fuel was supposedly added.
Clever. Matching receipts to GPS data.
Right. And all this is paired with, of course, comprehensive GPS and trailer tracking for asset security, plus those real-time diagnostics for proactive maintenance we talked about, minimizing downtime, extending vehicle life.
It really sounds like a fully integrated, data-rich ecosystem.
That's a good way to put it.
But does it actually deliver results in the real world? Do we have examples? Success stories?
We do. There's a really compelling one, Diag. They're a South African laboratory company, expanding rapidly. They used CarTrack's delivery app solution. The results were, well, astounding. They achieved 1,200% business growth.
1,200%.
Yes, and they cut their administration costs in half.
Wow. How did that happen?
They scaled their delivery team massively from 5 drivers to 65, expanded their service reach from just 15 clinics to over 400.
Huge expansion.
And boosted driver productivity 30-fold. They even managed to create a unique selling point of guaranteeing 20-minute collection times for samples.
20 minutes. That's incredible efficiency.
It really demonstrates the tangible operational transformation these systems can drive.
That is a fantastic example.
Yeah.
Okay, looking forward then, this landscape is clearly evolving fast. What are the key future trends you see shaping fleet management.
Well, we're definitely going to see even deeper integration with IoT devices, more sensors, more data, leading to even better predictive maintenance and enhanced security.
More proactive insights.
Exactly. And increased use of artificial intelligence. AI analyzing these vast data sets to predict traffic congestion, maybe even provide real-time coaching feedback directly to drivers.
AI is a co-pilot, almost.
In a way, yes.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's the shift towards electric and autonomous vehicles.
How does that change things?
Fleet management systems will need to adapt significantly, supporting EV charging logistics, specific EV maintenance needs, and eventually managing the safe operation of autonomous fleets.
That's a whole new world.
It is. And what's really interesting, I think, is how these trends, especially AI and predictive maintenance, could fundamentally change the business model for fleet operators in South Africa. Moving away from just fixing things when they break towards offering guaranteed uptime. Imagine that competitive advantage in such a high-risk environment.
Guaranteed uptime. That would be huge.
Massive.
And thinking about the market size, here's a stat that blew me away. Despite all this tech and adoption, there are still, apparently, over 10 million untracked vehicles in South Africa.
That's right. The potential is immense.
It really indicates significant room for more growth, more innovation.
And it's not just a commercial opportunity, is it? It's a profound societal one, too.
Meaning?
Think about the collective economic benefit, the reduction in risk, if even a good portion of those 10 million untracked vehicles gain this level of safety and efficiency.
Yeah, the ripple effect could be enormous.
So, despite the very real challenges that exist today, these technological advancements promise even greater benefits ahead. For safety, for efficiency, for productivity in the coming years.
This has been a fascinating deep dive. It really highlights the transformative power of these advanced fleet management systems and IoT in tackling South Africa's unique transport challenges head-on. It's technology meeting real-world problems, making a tangible difference for businesses, for drivers.
Absolutely. And maybe that leaves us with a final thought for everyone listening.
Go ahead.
Considering just how critical the transport sector is to the economy and those pervasive challenges it faces, how might wider adoption of these advanced systems, maybe even beyond commercial fleets, how might that reshape the daily lives and the safety of all South Africans in the years to come?